Welcome to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the fabulous Arizona Center.
And have we got a great show for you? We start off with Kimberly as she talks about home health care attendants and what she's been doing for 11 years and why it's so important to have someone you trust that trains their staff so they know what to do in all situations. So you'll definitely want to stick around for that.
We've also got Liberty Wildlife back in the studio with a pretty rare hawk for these parts of Arizona.
Yeah.
And they are the longest migrating bird. So we get to meet her and hang out with a cool hawk again. So keep it right here.
But we don't get to go to Argentina like the hawk.
No. We could tag you.
And welcome back. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa. And Marshall was just in New Orleans, weren't you?
Indeed.
How was your trip?
It was so much fun. Took a cemetery tour.
As you have to when you go there.
Right. And so ate a lot of great food, did a walking tour of just kind of the French Quarter area. So that was a lot of fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We went up to Flagstaff.
Oh, yeah.
Had a really, really good dinner at Teatro.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it like all share family style.
Oh, nice.
So we got like 4 starter dishes and a bunch of different pastas and just kind of, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you almost need one of those like lazy Susans.
We really did.
Yeah.
But it was really, I really enjoy dining like that. Like, I just think that's so fun to taste a bunch of different things.
Well, exactly, because it's like, if you get a big plate, then it's all one flavor. And I'm like, well, I like to mix it up, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's the very end of the green chili season. So we went and bought some green chilies.
Nice.
And then we actually talked about it. We had the Coconino County Fair going on in Flagstaff.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a pretty active, and then Art in the Park. So it was a pretty active weekend. Yeah. So good times.
Indeed. Last time I was up there, wound up at Single Speed Coffee.
Oh, okay.
Which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple new places that have opened up there. Well, new-ish. We went to a restaurant called Foray. Have you been there for breakfast?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We had to wait an hour for our food.
Well, that's right across from the Dubois.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and that's why I love the Dubois, because then you can walk right across and go have an amazing breakfast.
Yeah, so that was really good. But I will say this. So my husband is supposed to use his CPAP machine for snoring, and he didn't pack it. So I can't remember if it was the second or third night we were there, I ended up going in to the closet and like laying down a blanket and trying to like sleep in the closet because I just could not stand it. Like it was just so, it was a lot. So yeah.
I thought maybe people, like the neighbors, are complaining that the walls are vibrating. And
well, what's funny about that is, because our in-laws have an apartment up there, and they like it a lot warmer than we do. So we actually did open the windows, but they're right above they're in one of those places where like their apartments are above, but below it's all shopping, like Orange Theory is right there, and a bunch of restaurants and Whole Foods. And so, yeah, you could hear people. The trains were super loud because we had the windows open. Then we had Pat snoring. I was just like, worst night of sleep of my life. Yeah.
So you should pack earplugs.
It doesn't do a whole lot.
So I'm intrigued because I saw these new ones that are like pressurized. Did you put them in and you like pump them up like the old shoes? And it said it blocks out a lot more sound.
Oh, we'll have to look
and it gives you
up.
a custom fit because it's not trying to just fit something in, but
yeah.
So.
But I will say, after that, the whole week, I was pretty much down with migraine and chronic pain because of the monsoon weather. So this is just my ask from somebody who suffers with stuff like that. Please be gracious with your friends who deal with stuff like this, because trust me, they're not feeling good. They don't want to miss all the stuff that they're missing when they're down all that time. And it's just, It's a hard thing to live with. So check in on your friends and
Well,
be
and
kind.
even folks that aren't necessarily with the migraines, but just kind of sinuses in general, it's like they've all just going really wonky right now because of the weather.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, we got back on Monday, and this is my first outing of the week.
Ah.
Yeah, so. But I brought Halloween decorations, so it's all okay.
In case you didn't notice that we have some new arrivals.
We didn't get to decorate for Halloween last year, so I'm
So,
taking
I
advantage.
think what we should do is we should have a test, a quiz, a question of what do you think that is?
Well, according to Tony from Local Buzz, this is a tiny glittery drumstick. A chicken drumstick.
Exactly. Or somebody else said a nugget.
A sperm.
A glittery nugget, maybe glitter sperm.
Glitter
there you
sperm.
go. Or it could be a gourd, a glitter gourd.
But why is it so small?
Because if it was bigger, it wouldn't fit in that little plant.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Okay. Well, we got glitter gourds, glitter pumpkins.
Or chicken McNugget. Well, I guess, can we say chicken McNuggets? Because is it copy? Do we have to now pay them? Because
The
we
Mick.
said,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't. You gotta
we'll
take
have
out
to
the
have,
Mick.
yeah, so, okay, yeah, so they're just glitter nuggets.
Glitter nugs.
Glitter nugs. There you go. All
Should
right.
that be my stripper name? Glitter nugs. All right, on that note, let's talk about something actually productive with Kimberly and then introduce you to a really cool hawk that's named Addison, who is pretty tolerant with us. So.
Yeah, it was actually really good and quite intense.
Oh, and I'm not joining for the Kimberly interview.
Right.
So,
We're kicking you out for the Kimberly interview.
yeah. It's nothing devious. I just
No.
just got to go run a little errand. So, all right, but keep it right here. We've got amazing interviews coming up right now.
Good morning and welcome back to the morning show. I am Marshall Shore and I'm excited because we have a special guest. We have Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly, and you are with At Home?
Home with Help.
Home with Help. Mm-hmm. All right, so tell us about what is Home with Help.
Home with Help is a non-medical home care agency. So we have about 200 employees around the valley, and we go into seniors' private homes and help them with non-medical duties like bathing, dressing, meal prep, take them to the doctor, that kind of thing.
Very cool. How did you get into this?
It's a really long story, but the short version is I wasn't living in the country for quite some time, and every time I would come back to visit, I would see decline. Great-grandma passed away at 103. Both my grandmothers were 95. So, they had a lot of years and a lot of, issues and things, and so we thought we could do it better.
Nice. So you said non-medical. Mm-hmm. Are there regulations or things that you have to be aware of?
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of monitoring of this kind of industry.
Oh.
So we have a private pay side of the business and we have a Medicaid side of the business. And on the Medicaid side of the business, we get audited multiple times a year. So we would anyway, but we're forced to, dot all the I's and cross all the T's.
Right.
But if we only had a private pay side of the business, you could go make a business card, brochures, and just start. Like there's no, we have a business license, but there's not really a license
Right,
for
but not
home care.
like having to go get certified or.
Right.
So with doing this, I'm assuming things like CPR, some of those things, are those part of training or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's CPR, first aid, TB test, there's direct care worker trainings. Some are online, some are in person. And those are kind of all the things that the auditor is checking every year to make sure that.
Oh, okay. So that's the Medicaid side, but not the private side.
The Medicaid side is the side that somebody is checking, but they check all of the caregivers' information. They just can't look at the client's things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So I'm so glad that, I mean, you provide that for your staff, the ones going into homes, because I think that's so important. Instead of like, if someone just sent me into someone's home.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of seasoned people here, and so there's a lot of caregivers, and it's growing. You know, the seniors are coming here in Texas and Florida like crazy. So.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, because of our weather and
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we're happy they're here, but there's also that other side of care.
Sure.
Just monitoring them and checking in and helping them do like the meal prep.
Sure. A lot of them can't drive anymore, so taking them to wherever it is that they want to go.
Right. Yeah, because I know it's like with my grandfather several years ago. I literally just like left for like 2 weeks, and that's all I did was get him to the doctor, meal prep, and so things like that, and to give an uncle who was kind of the main caregiver a break.
Some respite. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. So that's so important to have someone you can rely on. That is probably, better trained than
the family.
Person. Yeah. So
on the Medicaid side of the business in Arizona, it's one of the states that allows for family members to become paid caregivers. So they still become my W-2 employee. They still have to go through all the same everything, but most family members are doing it already,
right?
And not getting paid, and then they can't go and work someplace else because they don't have the time, and so this way it kind of supplements for them.
So walk us through just kind of a standard day for someone who's going into someone's home. What does that look like?
Well, it ranges. So we have some clients that we only help 2 or 3 days a week, and we're only in there for 4 hours.
Okay.
And then we have clients that we help 24/7. And like usually 12-hour shifts.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize that. It goes from that extreme from just a few hours to 24.
Sure. I mean, every client is different,
Right.
like every need is different. And usually over time we get older, things decline.
That time increases just because of necessity.
They need, for sure.
Wow. So you see this is such a growing business.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So,
but to answer your previous question, it can range from companionship and helping around the house, some laundry, some, basic, not complicated, up to people that have Hoyer lifts. They can't get out of bed without help. We have grooming, bathing, dressing, all, pretty much any non-medical thing you can think of in the day.
So really the whole spectrum.
Yeah.
And various people at different points in that.
Right. And then the more the need and the less that they can do, usually the longer that we're there to help with whatever it is that they need.
So how do you find folks to go into homes?
Well, we're in our 11th year, so now
oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
You've reached that's such a hurdle.
Yes.
Wow.
Some days feels like 100 years, but that's okay. What was your question?
So with this growing, it's like, how do you're in your 11th year, how do you find those employees? Because again, there is a trust factor as well.
Oh, definitely.
So getting, with the training and everything, and then also just making sure they get there and do what they're supposed to.
Yeah. Now with software, it's very helpful. Like there's a GPS tracker for them to clock in and out, so we can make sure that they're actually at the house. So there's a lot of technology stuff.
Wow.
Is definitely a lot different than it was 11 years ago.
Well, I was going to say, I'm sure
paper
it's like
time sheets and sending insurance claims for all on paper. Yeah, times are easier in that sense.
Yeah, because
sure.
it just kind of it's like you just get a list of here's where they are, here's where they clocked in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. You're using technology to also help in that as well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So-
And my sanity as well.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
So especially with that many employees.
Yeah, it was
So-
11 years ago we had 15, and now we have 200.
Okay.
So, yeah, 11 years ago I could handle just, payroll and all the things by myself. And then
Right.
obviously as time went, we have a fabulous admin staff now, because I definitely can't do this by myself.
Right. All right, so take a look into that camera and tell
Yes.
us, how can people find out more about you and your company?
Okay, so it's Home with Help, HOMEWITHHELP.net is the website. I'm on LinkedIn and Facebook personally, and the business, Instagram. On the website, you can reach all the links for all of the social medias, and obviously emails and phone numbers as well.
That's great. So reach out to Kimberly at Home with Help if you need that service. And thank you so much for coming in and talking to us.
Thank you for having me. It was lovely. Thank
Have
you
a
very
great
much.
rest of your day, and
Thank
stick
you.
around, because we will be coming back with more amazing Arizona local stuff right after this. And welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at
at the fabulous Arizona Center. And look, we're not alone. If you feel like you're being watched, you are.
Yeah, I was being watched pretty closely earlier because
You
of my
were.
dangly earrings, but I think our friend has found something else to stare at.
I don't know what it is yet, but we'll figure that out here pretty quick.
Exactly.
Okay, so who do we have here today?
This is Addison. She's a Swainson's hawk. She came to Liberty Wildlife in 2021. So she had what's called folding fractures. So essentially, she did not receive adequate nutrition when she was growing up. And so her bones are kind of not bendy, but they just aren't strong enough to be out in the wild. So they're very easily breakable, is I guess the right way to say it. So
How did you know she had that?
she continued to get breaks and stress fractures, and after x-rays and things like that and some blood work, it was realized that she had this metabolic kind of bone disease, and it just unfortunately means that she can't be out and about. Wow, the words are hard for me today. Out in the wild doing what she needs to do.
Oh, Addison.
And so what is that she would be doing out in the wild?
So she's one of the longest migrating birds of prey in the world. So these guys are in the western United States up into southern Canada, and they all migrate in the winter to Argentina. So that's about a 6,200 mile trip one way, and they do this twice a year.
Why?
We have no idea. They're just wintering. It's better weather. They get food. They're catching grasshoppers and dragonflies and all the things along their way. They only fly over land, so they won't fly over water.
Oh, okay.
And so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they have, these bugs are really great food and very high protein. So they're going all the way down there. They hang out for a little while. So they're actually starting to migrate down there now. So
Okay.
August to like October-ish. And they'll hang for a little while, and then about springtime, so March to May, they'll start to pop back up, and this is where they'll breed. So up in the United States into southern Canada, that is where they're going to find their mates. They are monogamous, so they do try and find their same mate every year. And they will have their kids and raise the kids, and then about the time those kids are out and doing their own thing, they'll come back down to Argentina.
Okay, more questions.
Yes, of course. I would hope so.
Okay, so when they find their mate again, how do they identify their mate? Is it a smell thing? Is it they just know each other like we know each other? Like, oh, clearly that's Bob.
Wouldn't it be cool if they called each other that though? It is a call. It's a call. It's a dance like in the air. So it's a kind of a different. It's kind of like red-tailed hawks, right? They get together and they will like clasp. The words again are really hard today, you guys.
We've talked about how hot it is and how everybody
Yeah.
has their energies up.
Yeah,
so-
is that kind of where we're
Yeah.
feeling right now? I
Yeah.
love that. That's great. So it's a call. They're flying together and then doing this kind of mating dance together. And
Okay.
so it's hopefully they find each other every year.
Yeah.
So, if they don't, then they would find another one.
They will,
That
okay.
they will connect with, and then,
But that is so cool. They're using like their movements to acknowledge each other.
yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long do they live? Now I can't find the word.
It's rubbing off.
Yeah, like how many migrations would a hawk normally do from Argentina to here in their lifetime?
So the first 2 years are really difficult. So if they make that first 2 years, you're looking about 8 to 10 years for these guys in the wild.
Okay.
So hopefully twice a year. So if my math is right, several times. Many times over their lifetime, they will do that. But yeah, and the first year kids, they may not always migrate. It depends, that first year that they're born, depending on where they're at in their life, they might not be quite strong enough to make that flight at that time. So
Okay.
they may wait that first year before they go back down.
Does
So-
she have any, well, not just her, but like, are there major identifiers to know that like that's this kind of hawk versus another kind of hawk?
That's a really great question. So this bib that she has is one of the biggest, as she's watching my
looks
videos,
at
she's
it,
like,
I love that. It's like, oh, look at that. We're
So this bib is a really big indicator. So like when I first started working with birds, these guys and red-tailed hawks were really difficult for me to identify. For some reason, those are two that kind of look together, like they look kind of similar because they have very similar morphs sometimes. But that bib is a really big indicator. They're also a little smaller and their wings are kind of more V'd out versus the red tails. And then I'm gonna have her open her wings.
Okay.
So you're gonna kind of see. But this, see how she's got that light at the top and those really dark
Yeah.
underwings?
Oh yeah.
No other North American raptor has that coloring.
Okay.
So when she's in flight, that's how you're gonna tell 100% that that is a Swainson's hawk, is that light top and those dark wings.
How did she know to do that?
I know. I was
Magic.
wondering that, when you lift her up.
Magic. It's because I'm like a big talking tree right now, right? So when I go up and I kind of move, I'm like a big old branch that's moving. Right?
Oh.
She looks kind of annoyed.
She's like, "Why are we doing this?" I was quite comfortable.
Right, we're doing it once. Now we're doing it again.
Yeah.
What's it?
So
Okay, and where would you said we don't get very many of this kind of hawk. If we did have some, where would we see them at?
So we're kind of through their migrating path. So we do have some that will stay here and they do breed, but we're kind of through their path. So this is the time of year we're going to start to see them coming down from Canada and all these
Okay.
different populations that come through. So
Okay.
we're just kind of here. We're through their path. We're kind of through this area that they're going to head down through to
Okay.
Argentina and then kind of go from there. But
So
some
there's
of them,
not like major like areas where they all kind of congregate or
no.
anything. Yeah.
You will see them. It's not that they all mean to, but they will all kind of flock together. So there's been like 350,000 that have been counted over the Panama Canal.
Wow.
I think in 1 year down close to there, it was like 845,000 give or take that was counted. So they definitely have birders that go down, and that's what they do is they count these guys to see.
So when they're in Argentina, how kind of is their little area in Argentina? I mean, because they're like in the like southern Canada and the west. It's like, but Argentina's not that big.
Yeah.
So are they more concentrated?
A little bit, yeah, I would say.
Okay.
But they still have enough space. There's a lot of trees down there, right? And a lot of
So they
lots
can,
of bugs to eat, lots of different things, but they do switch out what they eat depending on where they're at. So when they're breeding and they're here, it's mostly small mammals and rodents. So they like to hang out around farm equipment. You know, once the farm equipment goes over and these little gophers start to pop up. It's really great eating grounds, right? So they'll walk over. Sometimes they'll look like a little chicken and they'll kind of waddle over and they'll stick these really long, strong legs down there and grab that gopher and pull them out.
Okay.
But then when they're flying, they don't want to stop. So that's why the dragonflies and the grasshoppers and those things. And they're very acrobatic and they're very quick. So they can just grab these guys and just keep going.
How long will they stay in the air before they come down? Do you know?
That's a really good question, and I don't know the answer to it. I would say a pretty decent amount because they're bootios. So they're large, broad-winged birds.
What was that word?
Bootio?
Bootio.
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 You're bootio. What does that mean?
Bootio means just
Oh,
throw
thanks.
this
I think
random
Bootio,
word
I
out.
mean what it means.
It's a large soaring bird.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so red-tailed hawks, Harris hawks, those kinds of birds. And so
Bootio.
what they're going to do is they're going to find those thermals and they will ride on those thermals
Okay.
to conserve energy. So when you
Yeah.
get that, you could probably go quite a distance without having to worry about flapping your
right.
wings and exerting extra energy.
Sure.
But then once you obviously are trying to hunt, you might have to take a break every once in a while. You
Okay.
know, get some water, take a little snooze.
I was just like, we went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium recently, and I was like reading about these fish that never stop swimming, like their whole life they just keep swimming.
It sounds horrible.
And yeah, so then I was thinking about like, I wonder how long they fly before they rest. But
That's a really good question. I don't know it.
okay, cool. Well, hi.
There's
What are you
a
looking
lot
at?
going on. She's a very curious
How
girl.
far can
I
she turn
know.
her head?
About 210 degrees.
Okay.
So they're same as other raptors. Their eyes are fixed in their sockets, and they can't move them up and down the way that we do. So to compensate for that, to get that peripheral vision, she has 14 vertebrae in her neck versus our
Okay.
7. So about 210 degrees.
Okay. Well, you've been a good sport today,
Thanks.
young lady.
She's a very good girl. She is a very good
Yeah.
girl.
So back to her bone kind of
Mm-hmm.
disease. Does that mean like maybe mom didn't stick around long enough to feed her, or
It's so hard to say. So, and a lot of people don't realize, so, all the fur, all the organs, all those bones, they're eating all of that. It's a lot of calcium because these guys, from hatching to juvenile, they'll get to this size very quickly. So they need all that calcium to get those really strong bones to grow. When they don't get that, and when they don't get all the goodies, they get that metabolic bone disease, and they get these stress fractures, and they get these kind of bendy bones.
is she in pain at all? No, that's good.
No.
Okay.
She gets fed very well. She is very good.
Okay.
Good health care is what I like to say, right? She's got her own mew. She's getting fed every day. She's getting weighed every day.
She does look very happy.
She does.
She
And
looks
she
like a
did
happy
get
bird.
and she did eat this morning, so she's very happy, I think, right now.
Well, good.
So
That's awesome.
She does good.
Well, very cool. Thank you so much. As always, please share with folks how they can learn
Yeah.
more about
Of
Liberty
course.
Wildlife. And are you all open for people to come
We
in
are
now?
open back up, yes.
Okay.
So we do close in the month of August. That's our hottest month. The birds don't like it. We don't like it. Nobody likes it. And we do repairs and things. So right now we are open from 9 to 11 on Wednesday, Saturday, Sundays. We're about 10 minutes south of the airport at 2600 East Elwood Street.
Well, we'll have to come to you
Yes,
sometime.
please. That would be really awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. Well, thank you for hanging out with us today. Nice little bird tail shake at the end.
Little
She
booty
says
shake.
goodbye to you. Keep it right here. We've got more awesome things coming here on the morning show. Marshall, were you a Glee fan? Did you watch Glee?
I did indeed.
Well, then this is an event for you. No, it's not, because you'll hate this. It's a Glee drag brunch happening at one of our most popular places to actually see a drag brunch is the Desert Ridge Improv in Phoenix. And so they are, like I said, brunches. So they're at 11 a.m. And if you are a Gleek, this is the drag brunch for you. You basically get to party with all of your favorite Glee characters. It's going to be hosted by Espresso Grande. And again, they are encouraging costumes. This seems like a much easier thing to dress up for than like...
Yeah, and he has like a little rep tie. And
Yeah. I could bust out my old cheerleader uniform.
Exactly.
I don't think I could fit that. Oh my God, I was like 99 pounds. But no, it's good. So it's 21 plus, and there is a 2-drink minimum, and tickets start at around $24. If you do want to do more of a reserved seating spot, kind of a VIP experience, that starts at $34. But it's always a fun thing to go to a drag brunch with your friends on a weekend, especially if you don't really have anything else going on. So
Yeah, and to experience and just to relive those Glee moments.
that's right. All right, we've also got a paint party. This is Galaxy Goddess at the Sozo Healing House in Tempe at 5:30 p.m. So basically, you are painting this Galaxy Goddess. You're learning how to paint a magical, mystical manifester. And you'll be adding in stars and, of course, the colorful strands of her hair. You can obviously add your own adornments and touches to it and infuse it with your intentions. And then you are supposed to display that artwork somewhere where you can see it to remind yourself of your creativity and your intentions. So it's something you will take home with you and carry that experience with you. So it's $40 to do this paint class. That does include your 8x10 canvas, your paints, and all the supplies. And
Wow, so you just like walk in.
yeah, you don't have to bring anything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and all ages are welcome. So you can.
Oh, cool. So it could be a family thing.
It can be a family thing.
Oh, nice.
And honestly, I do like doing these kinds of things because, you know, like we saw the picture of the goddess, but it's so fun because then everybody paints and does their own version and they all
Right.
look really different.
Right.
So, or sometimes not. Sometimes people are like, I have to be exact about it. But I'm always like,
I have a feeling you would not be like, oh, that piece of hair needs to be blue.
you know what, I kind of start out pretty like on track, and then it's usually color for me. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll make this purple, and maybe
Right.
I'll make,
Well,
you know,
of
then I
course,
start
right.
kind of like playing with the color part of it. So, but no, Sozo House is really cool. It's a fun thing to do. So again, it is 5:30 p.m. on the 11th, and it's $40 for all the supplies, and just sounds like a really good time.
Yeah.
And we've also got some swing dance. I'll throw in dance to clarify there. Swing dance lessons. And a social dance happening at the ASU Media and Performing Arts Center in Tempe.
Oh, fun.
This is at 7:30 p.m. So basically you can hop in and take a beginner's lesson in Lindy Hop and East Coast Swing, and then they open it up to a social dance. So you don't have to have a partner, you don't have to already be paired up.
Right.
They don't require you to be an official student. You just have to want to learn and try something new and move your body.
And enjoy some good music.
That's right. So it's totally free for ASU students. It's $10 for anybody else. So even if you're not an ASU student, it's just $10. And the classes are from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. And then after, from 8:30 on to like 11, it's the social dance. So you have plenty of
I
time.
bet they wouldn't
put
also
in.
be upset if you decided to dress up a little bit. Maybe break out some saddle shoes.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
totally.
some high-waisted pants.
Yeah. The
And
saddle
a
shoes
nice
are fun.
tie. So yeah.
Yeah. So there you have it. And I will say, if you're on kind of an artsy kick right now, I would sign up for Amy Stewart. She's on Substack, and Amy Stewart is really wonderful because every week she shares just the most delightful stories that are usually somehow art infused in some way, but maybe not in the typical ways you would expect. And then if you do the paid tier, which is not that much, she gives excellent classes and teaching methods about how to paint and makes it really fun, really accessible. And I've grown so much confidence from using the methods that I've learned from her in my own painting. I mean, I'm still not like gallery ready or anything, but I always feel really good about putting into practice the things that I learned from her, and getting her emails is a highlight. Seriously, like they're so charming, and she just thinks about the world in a really delightful way. And when it's kind of a scary world out there, it's nice to have some joy in your inbox. So,
Joy is always a good thing.
yeah, so Amy Stewart, she's an author. A lot of people know her from the Drunk Botanist book, if you're super into plants. And then she also did one about like I forget what I think it might be called Wicked Plants. It's all about poisonous plants. So, yeah. But she's got some novels too. But her Substack email, delightful. Learn how to paint if you want. It's a really nice meditation to just sit down and paint something. And one of the things that she suggests, actually, that I have loved and started doing is just painting an ordinary moment from your day. And so I don't do that every day, but I do it, like, I try to do it once a week. And it's kind of nice because it's like something that you kind of think, oh, that was a special moment. I'd like to remember that. Or, I always think about when Pat wakes up in the morning and is making his coffee, and just kind of painting that, sketching that real quick,
Well, when you were talking about like the Wicked Botanist or poisonous plants, I don't know if poison is still going on at the Science Center, but they had this really great exhibit, and I don't know at this moment if it's still ongoing.
I
know it's
either.
coming to an end, so I don't know if it's ending soon, if it hasn't already. If it hasn't, go see it. It's really a cool exhibit.
I know, it's so funny you brought that
if it's
up.
already closed, sorry you missed it.
Sorry, I know, I'm sad because, well, I don't know if it's over yet, but it's coming to an end if
It's
it's
coming
not.
to an end. I just don't know exactly when it's.
And
ending.
it was on my list to do, and then I got slammed with these migraines, so I haven't like gone out and done anything. But yeah, I've heard really, really cool things about it.
Really good show.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. If you end up painting or going out to any of these events or have other unique and unusual events you would like to share, please hit us up on The Morning Show on Instagram or hello@onthemorningshow.com. We'd love to hear from you. We love to feature your stuff. It's all about local love here, and that includes you. So thank you so much. Keep it right here on The Morning Show. We've got more awesome stuff coming.